Do you ever just look at the selfie camera of your smartphone and just, even for a brief moment, wonder to yourself, is there someone looking back at me? TikTok is the ultimate platform for young Gen Zers to flaunt their creativity with endless opportunities to share relatable memes, lip sync their favorite songs, and even dance routines. From top trending humorous content to fashion hauls, DIY projects, and more, TikTok truly has something for everyone. Whether it's tapping into trends or just having a laugh, this social media app serves up its own unique vibe. Fast-paced, tongue-in-cheek, and always ready to slice the grapefruit. I don't know what that means, but there's a dark side to the often lighthearted and amusing veneer of the app. TikTok spies on its users, and if you're using TikTok, you're vulnerable. Though it's not much of a surprise anymore, given how Amazon's Alexa, iPhone's Siri, and even Google's Assistant is always listening to your conversations in order to provide advertisements tailor-made to your verbal whims. What? Okay, yeah, I'll buy the milk later. Love you. Anyway, huh? A Groupon for Ralph's half off on milk? What the f? Welcome back to MBSN Network's What the Heck Am I Reading? I'm your disembodied host Kevin, and today's topic is one that is getting a lot of attention. TikTok recently admitted to spying on US users. So let's go on ahead and dive right in. Owned by the Chinese company ByteDance, headquartered in Beijing, TikTok is facing a difficult situation as the company recently released a report revealing that its own employees had accessed the data of US users. This news comes at a time when many Americans are calling for a ban of the app, making it a likely topic of discussion in the upcoming 2024 election cycle. It all started on Thursday, December 22nd, when ByteDance released the results of an internal investigation. It was confirmed that 4 of its employees in China had obtained the data of 2 TikTok accounts belonging to US journalists, which was a clear violation of the company's policies, and I'm sure you'd agree that nothing says shooting yourself in the foot any more than by violating your own policies. This report has only further emboldened those who oppose TikTok, such as Missouri Senator Josh Hawley, whose bill to ban TikTok on US government devices recently passed in the Senate. Although the bill still needs to pass in the House of Representatives to become law, it has already been implemented in several states, including Texas, North Dakota, Louisiana, Oklahoma, South Dakota, Maryland, South Carolina, New Hampshire, Utah, West Virginia, Georgia, Idaho, Iowa, Tennessee, Alabama, Virginia, Nebraska, and Montana. Crucially, the report reveals that ByteDance employees had attempted to use user data and IP addresses of US reporters to see if ByteDance employees suspected of leaking were ever physically near the journalists. That's like, tell me you're a toxic work environment without telling me you're a toxic work environment. Am I right? Although this effort was ultimately thwarted, it has raised concerns, most notably by Hawley and his cohorts, that TikTok may be used for something far more sinister, as a tool for espionage by the Chinese Communist Party, as evidenced by a tweet from fellow Republican Senator Ted Cruz, in which he pointed out that TikTok often evades questions about its ties to the CCP and that it's clear they are monitoring users. Every time TikTok gets asked questions about their ties to the CCP, they desperately dodge. Now it's clear they're spying on users. This is staggeringly concerning, Cruz posted in a tweet. Thanks a lot for that impression. Honestly, it's hard to really imagine that TikTok is part of China's master plan of converting red, white, and blue-blooded Americans into commies. But taking data that isn't theirs, or simply put, stealing, now that's a more plausible move that aligns with the CCP's motives. I mean, previous reports have suggested that ByteDance is complicit in Chinese propaganda efforts. Although ByteDance has denied these allegations, one of the reports was written by Emily Baker White, one of the 2 journalists that ByteDance has admitted to spying on. Even the FBI has raised concerns that the popular video sharing app could pose a national security risk. FBI Director Chris Wray told lawmakers that the Chinese government could use the app to influence users or control their devices. In response, Republican Senator Marco Rubio of Florida has introduced a bill that would ban the app nationwide, a move that echoes former President Donald Trump's failed attempt to do the same back in 2020. In his press release, Rubio was vehement in his criticism of the company, claiming that it is a puppet of the People's Republic of China and that there is no time to waste on negotiations. Why, back in October, documents obtained by Forbes revealed that a team based in China at TikTok's parent company, ByteDance, had plans to use the popular video app's location data to spy on the physical locations of certain American citizens. This alarming report has raised serious questions about the security of user data. According to Forbes, the team behind the project, ByteDance's internal audit and risk control department, reports directly to Rubo Liang, the company's co-founder and CEO. While it's unclear if the team was able to obtain any information about the targeted Americans, this is a concerning revelation, especially considering the app's immense popularity among US citizens and abroad. A TikTok spokesperson assured Forbes that the app's location tracking capabilities are necessary to show relevant content and ads to users, comply with applicable laws, and detect and prevent fraud and inauthentic behavior. However, Forbes maintains that the leaked materials made clear that the planned surveillance had nothing to do with advertising. When asked if their China-based audit team has specifically tracked the physical locations of US government officials, activists, public figures, or journalists, ByteDance declined to comment. The company also did not say if they have targeted those individuals with different content than they serve the general public. Instead, ByteDance is attempting to downplay the report, claiming that it's business as usual. A ByteDance spokesperson, and man, there's a lot of spokespeople, told Forbes in a statement, "Like most companies our size, we have an internal audit function responsible for objectively auditing and evaluating the company and our employees' adherence to our codes of conduct. This team provides its recommendations to the leadership team." The timing of the national security talks between ByteDance and the US government is certainly intriguing. The Chinese social media platform has seen a meteoric rise in popularity and with it an increased level of scrutiny from the US government. The U.S. Treasury Department's Committee on Foreign Investment in the United States recently announced that it is investigating the potential risks posed by foreign adversaries accessing data of U.S. citizens. If this report is confirmed by a third party, it could potentially derail the tentative security agreements between the content platform and the government. But this isn't the first time that a major social platform has been accused of spying on specific individuals. In the past, Facebook and Uber have been both accused of tracking the locations of journalists and political figures. The spokesperson for TikTok added, "We are confident that we are on a path to fully satisfy all reasonable U.S. national security concerns. It remains to be seen whether this will be enough to satisfy the U.S. government and ensure the security agreement is not derailed. At the end of the day, it's important for us as citizens to remember that our data is our own, and that companies do not have the right to collect it or exploit it without our knowledge and consent." Then again, whoever consents to being exploited. I mean, unless you're into that sort of thing. Anyways, you've been either listening to or watching What the Heck Am I Reading? An MBSN broadcast narrated by yours truly, Kevin Wynn. Thank you so much for tuning in. To stay up to date on interesting and controversial news, please follow me on Spotify and SoundCloud, as well as subscribe to the channel and ring that bell. Also, if you found today's topic compelling, please don't hesitate to provide your own hot take in the comments, share the news with your friends, and hit that like button because algorithms. Once again, thank you so much, and until the next time we meet, keep an ear out.